it's Randy. So it's a sad, sad day today, November 9th. But I thought I'd do a video about, does the narcissist know what they're doing? Do they plan it? Do they do it ahead of time? Do they do it purposely to hurt you? And this is one of the, highly debated questions, and I think I just figured it out. It's either or both, because it depends on what level the narcissist is at. If they are decompensating, if they're a low-level narcissist, and part of the time if they're a classical narcissist, they don't know what they're doing and they don't do it on purpose. They're just idiots. And they don't want to hurt you necessarily, but they also don't care if they do, because that's part of being a narcissist. But they don't necessarily set out to do it. It's just that's what they are. They're like a tornado. Everything they touch turns to a shitstorm. And so what about the ones that seem as if they are doing it on purpose? The ones that smirk, the ones that seem to have planned something, the ones that seem to have naturally just gone and hurt people, and it feels to you like they actually know what they're doing and they're doing it intentionally. So that would be the higher level narcissist, more closer to a sociopath, psychopath, malignant narcissist. Higher level, brighter, more in control narcissists, the ones that can, the covert ones, obviously, the ones that can maintain the facade for longer periods. Now, the reason why I said the same narcissist can be both intentionally harmful and unintentionally harmful is because narcissists do not stay stable on the continuum. They move up and down the continuum in terms of how dangerous they are. They can start out as someone with narcissistic traits. They can end up moving more toward classical narcissism. They can touch upon being a sociopath and a lot of antisocial traits and behaviors. Then they can decompensate back to more of a low-level narcissist that seems to really not be planning anything and not know what they're doing, not necessarily be so conniving, but still either way they cause this strife in everyone's life around them. That's always the same result. And so, for example, with my narcissist, he did that kind of thing. He started out with just traits, would hurt me unintentionally. Then it seemed to go to a higher level. It seemed to go to more covert, more planned, more sneaky, more hurtful, and less even remorseful, less aware. Less aware of what he was doing to me, but more aware of how he was going to get what he wanted no matter what, no matter who he was hurting. Nothing was going to stand in his way. More like a malignant narcissist. But then when there was the decompensating, it was after some narcissistic injuries, it's after they feel insecure, it's after they age, it's due to a lot of factors, things that are going on internally and externally. Then they become more low level, and they can go up and down the scale depending on what's going on in their life. So that is my answer to, does the narcissist know what they're doing? Sometimes some of them do, sometimes some of them don't. I would think that it's probably a rare narcissist that stays stable on the continuum for their whole life, whereas either they would never know that they were hurting people, or that they would always know that they were hurting people and didn't care. They slide up and down, and this is why the question cannot be answered in a yes-no manner. So I hope that helped people today, and let's not try to pin these narcissists necessarily into boxes, because they're very slippery. They can't be pinned down. They change. That's one of the reasons why they're, in a way, fascinating and also so damaging, because once you think you've figured them out, then they do something different, and you just never can keep up with them. They're always 5-10 steps ahead. Thanks for listening, guys.